The price is wrong, bitch.
Hi everybody. I finally figured out how to make my camera move more realistically, where my lips are actually in sync with what I'm saying, instead of me going like this. You know, that stop motion stuff. Anyway, today I'm wearing my cinnamon stuff. This nail polish is from LA Colors. It's called Sunkissed. It's like an orangey rust color with gold glitter mixed into it. This on my wrist is a scrunchie, but I didn't want to wear it because I've got these little pretty kind of clips in my hair. This is where my hair's grown out from when I bleached it a year ago in October. Anyway, the lining is kind of crappy though when you change to this better picture quality or better speed quality. You can't really play with the color very well. I'd like to get rid of all the shadows all over my face, but I can't. So anyway, this is that nail polish I was telling you about. It's from LA Colors. It might not be vegan, but it's cruelty free according to the company. And I also bought some gold eyeshadow from the same company, LA Colors. It's kind of like a yellowish gold. It's like a loose powder, and you just kind of brush it onto your eyelids. What I mainly want to talk about today is how hard it is to be a vegan, especially at the holidays. Also, how hard it is to be a vegan when you have health problems and when you're tired a lot and coming home from work and then just not feeling like having to put a whole lot of effort into creating a meal from scratch, because if you're a Poe Ass, it's hard to buy a lot of expensive things that are, you know, most vegan foods that are pretty much convenient and ready to eat, they're more expensive than if you try to make your own by your, you know, with your own materials. Anyway, I just, you know, realized that the living situation I'm in right now with my family makes it very, very hard to get up and cook. If I'm fighting with any of them, it's hard to be in the kitchen. I don't feel free to move around the house. You know, sometimes when me and my family are having the disputes that we have, and we have lots of disputes, not violent ones, just a lot of arguing, and I'd rather just stay peaceable, and I keep to myself. So I have to say that one thing, if you're a dairy lover like I am, and you're having a heck of a time giving up dairy, or you're having a hard time just finding the strength or the wherewithal to make your own cheese, buy cashews. You know, they're worth the trouble. They're worth the extra expense, and they're worth, you know, waiting for if you have to buy them online like I do. Sometimes I go to Fresh and Easy, but they're very expensive. A small bag is $8, and I got 2 bags for about the same price online, including shipping. Cashews will give you what tofu cannot. Tofu is good. It's a great thing to have, especially if you know how to use it and you know how to work with it. But if you want that extra fatty, creamy consistency, you cannot beat cashews. You can't use anything in place of cashews, in my opinion. I've tried, and it just, cashews, I will have to say that because I'm somebody who is having a hard time giving up dairy, I have to buy the cashews. I have to, because dairy cheese is ready-made, ready to eat. You grate it up, you chop it up, whatever. You put it in everything. If you want some creamy comfort food, that's what usually people, you know, have a hard time giving up, and I do. Not to mention the casomorphins, you know, that are in cheese. They are very addictive. I think it's easier to give up meat, much easier. And to give up eggs, not a problem, but giving up cheese has been very hard. Even cheese crackers, I mean, anything comforting and convenient, people love that, you know. So we're lazy. I guess that's the way it is. But get yourself some cashews and get nutritional yeast, especially if you're going to try to make any kind of tofu or seitan meat product. I tried to make seitan burgers without nutritional yeast. It's a disaster every time. You can soak the seitan overnight with A&1 sauce, soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, any kind of steak sauce. But if you don't have that nutritional yeast to give it that salty, meaty flavor, you're wasting your time. And you're going to flunk out. You're going to give up. You're going to get mad. You're going to be resentful. You're not going to stop caring about animals, but you're going to be pissed that you can't eat your steak anymore because you want that flavor. You want that comfort food. You want that familiarity. It's hard to go from being somebody who wolfs down burgers to somebody who is going to, eat salads and vegetable soups. If you're somebody who's really loves hamburgers and you want to do the right thing, it's very recommended by me to get cashews for your cheeses and nutritional yeast for any kind of chicken flavor, beef flavor, any kind of salty, cheesy, meaty kind of flavor that you want to add into your food. I mean, you can't be without it. If it's a little expensive, it's worth it. Use what money you were going to use to buy, fake burgers and fake hot dogs, and instead spend it on the nutritional yeast and the cashews. So, and if you want to make hard cheeses, this is one thing that Miyoko Shinner introduced us to. Kappa carrageenan. I bought it from the Seaweed Solution, which is an online store at Amazon. It's from red algae seaweed, and a lot of people are against, they think that it's bad for you, that it's going to give you cancer or something. But I'm sorry, making your body a graveyard is going to give you cancer faster than anything. I'm just tired of hearing all the crap about how soy's going to kill you, how seaweed's going to kill you. If it's going to kill you, it's not going to be anywhere near as fast as if you eat nothing but saturated fat and meat, and animal fat. And I'm not going to boil any animal bones or hides just to get gelatin. This is a thickening agent, and it's also, like I said, it's good for vegan cheese when you're making it. Tapioca starch is another thing that's very good. And of course, this agar. I got this online. It's the strips. And you dissolve this in, you don't put it in hot water. You put it in cool water, and you bring the water to the, to where it's hotter. And then it'll dissolve. And then you add it to whatever cheese mixture or yogurt mixture to make your homemade cheese. There's lots of recipes here on YouTube to help you make homemade cheese. Hard cheese, soft cheese, cheese sauce. I can't stress enough the essential nature of nutritional yeast and cashews. I made some cashew mayonnaise the other night. It's delicious. I spread it on toast. And it's not like I'm having a mayonnaise sandwich. Suddenly it becomes a spread for my toast. It's very like all-purpose cashew cream. It's all-purpose. Depending on what seasonings and flavors you put into it, you can make cheese sauces, garlic sauces for like white garlic pizza sauce. You can make vegan butter, like cashew butter. God, it's just endless what you can do with cashews and nutritional yeast for the flavor qualities that you need. If you do screw up now and then like I do, don't beat yourself up, but also don't get in the habit of just continuously saying day after day, oh, well, I'll just try again tomorrow. You have to beat yourself up a little bit, but don't give up. The worst thing you can do is give up completely and just permanently say you can't be a vegan. You can. Don't give up. You're going to have crappy days. You're going to make mistakes. You're a human being. And this culture we live in is obsessed with meat. So, anyway, yes, my message to you today for the holiday that's coming up still, yet we got Christmas coming up. Get some nutritional yeast and get some cashews. And if you don't have a good blender, get yourself one, even if it's a cheap one. If you have a cheaper blender that's not quite as good as a Vitamix, or just soak your cashews and soften them, and then, whisk away.
You know, you have a very big mouth, sir.